Nein.
So Cornelia has planted spies even inside the shield.
I'm your girl.
I'll comply.
At your service.
Nein. Tu da.
I'd be honored.
Oh, wow.
I'd be honored.
Das habe ich gesehen.
I've got you. Ah! In the name of justice. Ah! Ah!
Wow. Gibt zumindest ein bisschen Erfahrung.
I'll cut through.
Besser als nichts.
It was meant to be. I fight and I'm just not.
What's my strategy?
Hau ihn weg.
Another victory.
Ich spule mal ein bisschen vor.
I'll
Guide me well.
Machen wir mal ein bisschen schneller.
Won't allow it.
Tada!
I can.
My orders?
Nu, ein Herzchen.
What's the plan? This'll get him.
All for our future. Don't bother haunting me.
Hallo.
Need to.
Der kippt gleich um. Sobald er dran ist, kippt er um.
at your service.
Oder auch nicht.
I owe you one.
I'll comply.
I'm your girl.
Schau.
Obvious. All for our future. Exemplar.
Schnell hinterher. Hi.
Does a whelp like you real? I am Gwendol, the Grey Lion.
Doch so viel Schaden. Krass.
It seems my proficiency.
Ja, ja.
It is decided.
Try to keep up.
Ich bin.
I have faith.
Hau ihn weg. Dankeschön.
Lament your weakness.
Du schaffst das, Sylvain. Au.
I will not die here.
Da ich bin. Mio.
So I have found a place to die. Young ones, I thank you.
Gerne. Ich helfe doch immer gerne.
A bit disappointing.
It is the way of knights to follow their master's orders without argument. Lord Gwendol was a good man.
Now he is just a corpse, nothing more. Let's go. Rodrigue is waiting for us.
Liebenswert. Oder so. Speichern.
It's been too long, Your Highness. But try to temper your joy, will you? This is a war after all.
Tja, empfindet eh keine Freude mehr.
To say such a thing at a time like this. You have not changed one bit.
Don't let looks deceive you. I've had a rough go of it ever since I crossed blades with those traitors in Ferdiad. When I heard you'd been executed, I rushed there as fast as I could, blind with fury. When I got there, I was fed some garbage about not being able to see your body. The next thing I knew, I was gripping my blade and... Gilbert, you have done well to locate His Highness. I am truly grateful. And you, I have you to thank as well.
Was, mir? War meine Pflicht als Magistra, wir können uns alle glücklich schätzen. Ja, ist halt meine Pflicht, ne?
Well, we are in your debt. I will repay you for this someday, I swear it. And you, Felix, you have also done well to bring His Highness here.
Tell us all you know, Rodrigue.
I'm afraid there's not much to tell. You are aware that the western region of the kingdom was taken by the Empire, correct?
Mhm.
Yes, so I have heard. They are now calling it the Fargus Dukedom or some nonsense.
If you know that much, then the rest won't take long.
Mein Besuch ist da, deswegen bin ich für heute raus. Habt noch einen schönen Abend. Danke, du auch. Schön, dass du da warst.
Enemy or not, it's undeniable that Cornelia's plan was nothing short of genius. After seizing power, she invited the Imperial army to Ferdiad. There she reorganized her troops and then sent soldiers to hunt me down. Because of that, we were forced to act defensively, and now we're being forced into a difficult battle. She's been controlling the situation all along.
So that's been the witch's plan from the start. I should have killed her ages ago.
Your Highness, Ferdiad is in a terrible state right now. The tyranny is unbearable, and so the rebellions are endless. Refugees starve to death in the streets. If I may speak freely, Your Highness, we should change course for Ferdiad and take down those traitors before we embark to Enbar.
There's no time for that. We must annihilate Enbar before all else.
Think this through. I understand wanting to destroy the Empire and the Emperor. I want that so much it hurts. But which is more important, the dead or the living?
Silence!
Ha, wunden Punkt getroffen.
No, Dimitri. You will hear me out.
Are you asking me? Asking the dead to forgive that woman?
No, I would not ask that of you. What I am asking is that you allow us to prioritize the kingdom capital over the imperial capital for now. As Lambert's close and trusted friend, I am confident that he would have advised the same.
Do not dare to put words in the mouths of the dead. They are your words alone, even if you borrow their lips. Until I offer up that woman's head, Father will remain a slave to his lingering regret and hatred. Even now, he suffers. It is ceaseless. As we waste time with idle chatter, his suffering continues.
You are my king. Our king. Wherever you lead, we will follow. But Your Highness, there are those who take up their sword in the name of revenge and yet along the way lose the strength and composure to follow through. You would do well to bear that in mind. Ah, I nearly forgot. Take this, Your Highness. The time has come for it to be wielded by its true master.
Eredfar,
Schick.
the hero's relic once wielded by my father.
The very same. I managed to steal it back from one of Cornelia's underlings in Ferdiad.
Understated as ever, Father. It must have been a true struggle to get it back.
I am grateful, my friend.
Gilbert, Professor, may I request something of you?
Kommt drauf an.
I wish to fight at your side.
Okay, das ist okay.
Senile already, old man? Who will protect our territory?
I expected it would come to this, so I left those matters to my younger brother. He has my complete faith. I must keep my promise to our fallen king, to my dear friend.
Was für ein Versprechen.
A very old one. I swore it nearly 10 years ago.
Ja, das ist eine Weile her.
Now then, Your Highness, let's destroy the Empire together. My men and I will spare no effort. I pray that you are right, and that this will save the kingdom.
Ja, das Versprechen, das war vor 10 Jahren. Wow. Und der erinnert sich noch daran? Hier, du brauchst keinen Goldbeutel, weg damit.
Our orders are to capture Enbar by striking the enemy stronghold directly. How familiar are you with the geography of Fodlan?
Überhaupt nicht?
The kingdom and the empire are separated by the impassable Ogma Mountains. Legend has it that Saint Seros once crossed over those mountains to fight against the Fell King Nemesis. But don't fool yourself. Leading a large army over such steep mountains would be near impossible.
Ach, das kriege ich hin.
In order to infiltrate the Empire, we have no choice but to go around the mountains, either to the east or to the west.
Meine Güte, heute nimmt das ja kein Ende. Ich muss von gestern nachholen. Gestern gab's nichts. Gab ja auch kein Stream. Mikro musst jetzt vorantrinken. Tja, Osten oder Westen? Osten, Westen. Es kommt immer auf selbe hinaus. Immer auf selbe. Süden. Es gibt keinen Süden. Gut gemacht, Blob. Nein. Wir gehen jetzt nach Norden. Oh komm, wir gehen der Sonne entgegen. Los, auf nach Osten.
Yes, I agree.
Du musst jetzt auf Ran warten, bis er entscheidet. Okay, und was machen wir die nächsten 2 Stunden? Norden wollten wir heimlich. Aha.
The alliance is currently split in 2. Those who stand with the Empire and those who are against it. Leading the Imperial faction is House Gloucester, while House Regan leads those who oppose. We should take advantage of their internal conflict and proceed east along the mountains until we reach the Great Bridge of Myrden in Alliance territory.
Warum?
The Aramid River divides Alliance and Empire territory. There are many large bridges that cross it.
Im Animal Crossing hab gehört, du musst Schneebälle suchen.
However,
Ja, muss
the
ich.
Great Bridge of Myrden is by far the largest, and it is also closest to the monastery. I believe you crossed that bridge 5 years ago on your journey to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Es ist riskant. Was, wenn Allianz und Kaiserlich uns angreifen? Ja, was ist dann?
I'm afraid it's a possibility, but it's still more practical than passing through the west.
Perhaps our next move should be to contact House Regan and request their cooperation.
Glaubt ihr, sie werden uns beistehen?
Claude of House Regan is the leader of the Alliance and is firmly against the Empire. They are the enemy of our enemy. In other words, hopefully...
Claude, natürlich ist Claude ein Freund.
Are you suggesting that we ask House Regan to engage the Gloucester soldiers?
Ich muss jetzt erstmal was zu trinken organisieren. Ja. Tue dies.
If we take the bridge, then House Gloucester will no longer be able to receive support from the Empire. There's no way a man as wise as Claude would refuse our request.
And once we manage to capture the Great Bridge and gain a foothold into the Empire,
then we cross Gronder Field and head south toward Enbar.
Der guckt so böse.
But if we get attacked from both sides, we'll have to fight people from the Alliance, won't we?
Speaking of House Gloucester, I wonder how Lawrence is holding up. If we meet him again, it will probably be as enemies. To be honest, I'd rather avoid seeing him altogether.
If you do not wish to kill familiar faces, do not tarry over the corpses of the dead.
Good advice.
Prepare yourselves. It is time to steel your souls for the task at hand.
Willkommen zurück, Mikrofilm. Was gibt's Schönes zu trinken?
Part 2. Azure Moon. Lone Moon. The Rose-Colored River. The Kingdom Army meets with Rodrigue in Aelel, the Valley of Torment. With the strength of House Fraldarius on their side, the time to invade the Empire is finally at hand.
Was mache ich sie überhaupt aus? Fanta hatte ich ewig nicht mehr. Knack.
even though it's in ruins, in some strange way, this monastery never truly changes, does it?
Mikro
I
lebt
studied
bunter.
at the Officers' Academy when I was young. Those memories come rushing back whenever I return.
Aber bunt ist doch immer gut.
What are you doing here at this hour anyway?
Denken. Eigentlich nichts.
I see.
Irgendeiner muss es ja tun.
Perhaps you'll allow me to join you.
Ich lebe auch bunt. Mein Trinken ist grün.
Much appreciated.
Brennnesseltee? Nein, ein Smoothie. Ein Orangen-Kiwi-Bananen-Smoothie. Saft.
I keep recalling my eldest son. He was quite gifted. In fact, he was appointed a knight at the age of 15. I still vividly remember the day he was granted a sword from His Majesty.
Euer Sohn ist tot?
Dead. He was killed 9 years ago in Dusker. All that returned of him that day were his sword and his armor. After it happened, I said something horrible to Felix. He's hated me ever since, and I don't blame him. No matter how much you grieve, the dead will never return. No magic in the world can bring them back. That's why their memory clings to the living like a curse. The more they were loved, the tighter their hold, and the more suffering they cause. I fear I am not a strong enough man to scold His Highness for his foolishness.
Einer muss es tun, genau.
Right you are. As adults, it is our
Der schmeckt nicht
responsibility to
besonders gut.
scold him and help him
Brennnesseltee?
find his way again.
Oder bei Smoothie.
I come off as so self-important, but really, I'm just a failure of a man.
Beide.
Professor.
Oh.
I entrust the young prince and the future of Fargus to you.
Das kommt unerwartet.
I suppose that was a dramatic way of putting it. My apologies. You should know that I have no intention of insisting that you take back Ferdiat. All I ask is that you continue to rein in Dimitri's manic desire for revenge. Now then, we have received House
Der
Regan's
Mikro heute voll
consent.
fleißig.
All
Yep.
that's left is for us to depart. If we make it through Gloucester territory and across the Great Bridge of Myrden, we'll be in Empire territory. You are not afraid, are you?
Ich nein. Ich habe keine Gefühle.
Yes, such is war. I'm glad you were the one to lead the Blue Lion House, Professor.
Der Smoothie muss gut schmecken, sonst würde Naira ihn nicht trinken, sondern ran hinstellen. Also mir schmeckt er.
I mean that.